Hi guys, welcome to my channel again. On this session I will want to create an application where on this application you will be having um, basically just 3 or more tables, where in one table we basically have data that is combined from 2 tables, right? So I'm gonna take you through such a project, and this project will be based on, let's say, a certain company renting a movie and things like that, and it has got customers, and those customers will be renting those movies, and later on we'll need to find out who rented the movie or renting a car or something like that. So this is something I usually get a lot of question about, in terms of how do you create a table where in the values are coming in automatically, meaning no one is entering this value. Logically it is not possible, so we will find a way to go around it so that we're able to enter those values and pretend as if they're coming in automatically. Okay, so we're going to be using C# to do this. I'm a very big fan of .NET platform, so we're going to be using C#, and we're going to be designing this using the simplest form, which is Windows form. Alright, so I'm going to be calling this, let's say we're doing one for car rental, so I'm going to call this car rental. Just be mindful, I'm also playing music in the background, so don't mind if I usually jump into my Deezer account here and I change some songs. Although I am listening via the headset, so the music will not come out very loud. So car rental will be the application we're making, and I will want to check if I've got any. Okay, I've got the highest .NET Core frame, which is 5. I'm going to create it based on that. So I'm picturing you will have a space wherein you can add cars, you can add customers, and those customers will then come hire those cars, right? And we're not gonna add a lot of fields to make our application much more quicker. So let's start it on, we're busy creating our application here. Let's start it also on database here. And remember how I usually log into my database. Right, so this is my local database on my machine. Doesn't have much databases here, I think just 2. So I'm gonna create a new database here. This database, let's also call it car rental. I usually like combining my database together with the project. And feel free to subscribe, drop some comments when you're having questions. I'll be happy to respond. So there we go, my database is being created as well. Okay, database has been completed, so we're gonna start immediately on our tables and create our first table. So the first table, obviously, let's create a table for the car itself, right? So this will be the car. Let's just say this will be the car ID. We can say car ID. We can also create some ID numbers for the car. So let's just say car ID, which will be of type integer. Then from there we can start by saying the model of the car. Let's keep this at maybe 15, maybe 15 is fair. Then we'll do the make of the car, also 15 maybe. Thinking maybe you can increase the length of the data here if you want. So the model, the make, let's say also the year. I'm thinking, yeah, the year. So this will also be of type integer. Here the model numeric character is fine. The make numeric character is fine. I think every car will have just these details, and then I mean we can add a lot of things like the kilometers of the car. We can add a couple of things here on this car. So here we have just few details, maybe the model, the make, the year. Let's also add the color of the car. I'm also thinking some of the words here could be words that are already being used by SQL. So why not make them unique by saying car all the time before I start each variable, each data type here, each data name. So I'll say car underscore each time. I don't think there's any color with numbers, so I'm just gonna keep this as variable character, but 50 is too far-fetched. Maybe 20. I think this is enough. This is enough for a car. I mean, you can add more variables if you want. So this one we're gonna call it car, cars. Okay, because we're expecting that there could be more cars. So that's our first table. Let's go create another table. So other table now, let's deal with the actual rental record, right? The customer itself. Let's do the customer. So this will be the customer. We'll deal now with the, instead of writing the word customer, we'll just say customer ID. And then we'll then have full names of the customer. Right, and then we'll then have maybe gender of the customer. That's important. Then from there we can have what else can we pull from here? We have the gender, the customer, full names, maybe date of birth could be something important. I'm not sure. I'm trying to make it very minimum. Full names, the gender, you know, the email, maybe we want to send them email sometime, and then maybe the phone, and then the address. Just say physical address, because I know address is a reserved word. Address. Now on address, maybe you want to go as all the way up to 50. The phone is enough here. The email also. Email we might want to use variable character. 50 is fine. The gender on 10 is also fine. Full names also another variable character on 50. This one is a customer ID. We're gonna keep it at an integer. We go don't allow nouns on everything. Everything here is mandatory. So we need this information for you to be a valid customer. There's something I forgot this side, but we're gonna go back to it. So let's first work out here. So set this as a primary key, and then we're gonna now go set it up as a identity specification. Right, so identity specification, we just agree here and say okay. This is identity specification. We're gonna keep it at 1-on-1. It's fine. Let's save this table as customers. Okay, customers. Then we'll come this side. This is what I forgot this side, to set this as a primary key, and then make sure that it's an identity as well. All right, there we go. Yeah, I think now we're fine. We've got our very famous two table. We just need one more table, which will then be taking information from both these two tables. Like it's almost like an invoice table in terms of what was needed, how much was the car, and things like that. Who had the car, the dates and things like that. So that will be the table we use to manipulate who's actually hiring the car. So let's go to another one last table. So this, let's just call it invoice. So invoice ID, also of type integer. Now I'll want our invoices to start somewhere wherein we are very sure that our customer ID and our car ID will never arrive. So if I'm setting it up as an identity specification, I want it to start very fast. So I'm going to make this an identity also. So instead of just agreeing with one-on-one, I'm also going to make sure that we start somewhere. Let's say on, how much is this? I think this is 1 million. So we're going to start on 1 million. And each time there's a new car hired, we're going to be moving from 1 million and 1 million in what. So the first one, let's make it like this. So this is actually a million. Let me confirm. Yeah. So all our invoices will be starting at 1 million. Okay. So I will just say invoice date, because I know date is something that is being used, and this will use the date time. Right, and then here we'll we can say we're referencing the car itself. So here it will be car ID, right, and then the customer was actually hiring the car. And remember to make sure that the data type are exactly the same. So I'm going to tick here and tick here. Everything looks fine now. Then maybe you'll want to say you're taking it on this date, you're returning it on this date. But let's just say which date did you actually take it on. And so we'll now go and say maybe price, maybe. Let's just say you're hiring it. We just want to see who had which car at what date, right? I think this will be enough information. Let's say status. Right, our status here will actually tell us whether the car has been rented or not. Right, so numeric character is fine. Okay, I'm gonna save this table as invoice. Okay, so now I'm left with only linking these keys using relationship. So I know I will need 2 keys, so let me immediately add the 2 keys. So the first key itself will be for customers, cars, and this is car ID, and even this side is also called car ID. So that's the first relationship. The second one, this is then the second one, wherein we'll be saying it's coming from customers, and the actual key is customer ID. Even this side is also customer ID. Then I will hit OK, press close, and I will save this table. You will see it will warn me. Whatever happens now depends on 3 tables. Right, I've agreed to those changes. Here are all the tables that I've just created for now: cars, customers, and invoice. Stay tuned for part 2.